this is my baby. Quick tour. I got this plate from Amazon. I can go ahead and link it for you guys in the description so you guys could take a look at it. But let's get into it. So I got these blind spot mirrors. It just makes it easier to see your blind spots while you're driving. Let's get into the car. Oh my gosh, guys. One thing about me, I get like crazy anxiety when I'm filming. I feel like people are watching me and my neighbors just pulls up. But we're gonna ignore them. So we got this beautiful Jeep steering wheel. So in my last Jeep, I had like some diamonds here. I think I am gonna go ahead and get some diamonds for my Jeep again. Yeah. So this is my radio. So let me just get into it. This is like the one thing I probably don't like about my car, and I held off on doing my car tour for such a long time. If I'm just being transparent for y'all, I'm so brat. I am so spoiled. I didn't do the video because I was scared people were gonna clown me for my basic ass radio. Y'all, this is a basic ass radio. There's no Apple CarPlay in here. And you wanna know the funny story is, I saw this car online and I didn't notice that it didn't have Apple CarPlay until the day I went to go pick it up. I swear to you, like, we did the paperwork and everything, and I looked at the car. I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful, I love it, everything. And I did not notice this shit did not have Apple CarPlay, which to me isn't really a big deal because in my other Jeep I had an aftermarket radio, so I can always get an aftermarket radio. And I also have like my phone holder here so I can see my Apple Maps and stuff. So it's not really a big deal. It wasn't really a deal breaker. It was almost a deal breaker, but one thing I did say was that I had to stop being a freaking brat. So something else that my dad bought for me was these Jeep mats. Y'all, please don't judge me, they are a little bit dirty. And then, you know, you have your circle AC vents here, which is standard for a Jeep. My media, it did come with the USB-C, a traditional auxiliary cord, throwback 2006 vibes, and then your USB. And all three of these you can play music on. And then I also have another one here. There's also one in the back as well. But let's go ahead and take it to the side here. So these are the little nets, the car nets. I guess this is like, oh my gosh, y'all, that looks like something is there. Let's go ahead and wipe that off. Like I said, I have a 5-year-old. My car is not always going to be spick and span. So this is my back seat. Yeah, like I said, I have a 5-year-old. It's a little bit messy back here. But you do have your nets in the back here as well. Y'all, I don't know if y'all can see those pen marks on my window, but I'm about to go wipe those off right now because my son really be trying me. Okay, so let's go to the back seat. This is where my baby normally frequents, hence the crumbs. But I did get my car from Lorenzo Nissan in Fort Lauderdale, downtown Fort Lauderdale. That's where I purchased my car. Yeah, look at those crumbs. My son did that. So I do have a hard top. So this is my trunk, and it's just a regular Jeep trunk, but honestly I done seen some cool stuff being done with the Jeep trunk. Like, I'm gonna insert a clip of my cousin's trunk. It's nothing like mine, y'all. I want mine something like hers. I'm gonna insert it for y'all real quick. Isn't it so cute, y'all? I just had to show y'all. But she ain't got no kids though, so she could do that. Her stuff looks so cute though. All that junk in the trunk. But besides that, y'all, I do keep an umbrella in my trunk and a tire pump thing, like an air tire pump, that's what it's called, in my trunk for emergency, and also a jumper cable. And that top of the car does go down second when you're closing the car. So the trim of this Jeep is the Jeep Wrangler Sport, which is probably like the second or third in line because it is a hard top. Even though it is a sport trim, it has a few more upgrades because of the hard top. She is also push to start, and if you guys stick around until the end of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the manifestation ritual that I use to get this car, as well as the story time on how I got it. Hey guys, so what better place to do car story time than in my Jeep? So I want to go ahead and do this video just to give you guys like a story time on how I got my Jeep, how I manifested my Jeep, and all that good stuff. I went to Miami. Okay, let's start here. So I got my car back in December, late December, like beginning of December. It was like an early birthday slash Christmas gift to myself slash from my dad because he helped me get the car, but that's a little bit later in the story. So yeah, it was a little gift, and what happened was I was in Miami for 2 months and for Thanksgiving to spend time with family, and also to look for a car because I had just started my remote job. That if you guys have been following me on TikTok, then you know I started a remote job as a content creator for a big tech company. I was basically doing all their content for them, for their onboarding and stuff, for their internship program. That was my job for like 6 or 7 months. I do not work there anymore. Like, if you guys watched my Temu video, I told you guys a little bit about that, and I may go back into a story time about that. I don't know. But yeah, so at the time I was working remote and I was traveling. I decided to go to Miami. For Thanksgiving, like for November, like that whole month or whatever. And on top of me being there for Thanksgiving, I was also looking for a car because I have a white Jeep working at home, so a car wasn't really like a super big deal. And then I was going through the whole thing with the insurance, so I had a rental, but a car wasn't like a super pressing thing for me, besides the fact that I live in Georgia, and like you need a car in Georgia. Like when I tell you you need a car in Georgia, like you need a car in Georgia. So I was like, you know what, let me just go to Miami and see what I could find. And of course, since last year when I got my white Jeep, I've just been on a Jeep kick. Like that was my favorite, that was like the car that I've been manifesting for so long. And last year, probably around the same time I got this car, I was looking for a Jeep, and it was just so hard and like to find one, and I did not just go to the lot and like let them run my credit 1,000 million times. I mean, I went to the lot and I heard them out because you know they always try to get you to sign with their people or whatever. I found this Jeep Wrangler Sport. That's the
Right, Taj?
What you doing?
Taj, what do you think? I'm even scared to call my dad because he's gonna tell me no. I don't know, Taj. Trim that I have, the Sport. So I feel like there's different trims to the Jeep. There's the Sport. I know you want to sit on that. It's red. He said, okay.
I want to sit right here.
I don't know, Taj. How much you think these are? The Sahara. They have Willie's, Rubicon. I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna do a little bit more research and probably. So I'm using one of these. Beautiful. Sport, because it is the cheapest trim level. It's still really good. It's still pretty fast in my opinion. I mean, if you ask me, I don't have to be Speedy Gonzalez. First, like in a rural area, so it's like, where are you speeding to? There's hardly any traffic over here unless I'm out in the city. So it's like, I got the sport trim and I want to show you how I manifested my Jeep. So really what I did was, I'm really big on written manifestation. So I had this notebook, and in this notebook I put, okay, so I'm gonna have to follow a specific guideline if I'm gonna want this car, if I'm gonna want to manifest it, if I'm gonna want to be able to keep it, if I'm gonna be able to qualify. So what I did was, I wrote down everything that I needed to get this car, and one of them was getting a good paying remote job, which I did. I got a job in corporate. Another one was going to Miami, looking anywhere I can for the car. With the auction, I was looking in Texas, I was looking in Orlando, I was looking in upstate Georgia, I was looking in Central Florida, I was looking all over. So I was like, whatever I have to do to find this vehicle, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna look anywhere I can. So I started off looking in Georgia a few months prior. Couldn't really find anything with good mileage, good rates. So I said, okay, let me go to Florida and look. So I did that. Another thing I did was, I wrote down the exact Jeep that I wanted, the color and everything. Okay, so it might not be the exact color because I kind of wrote like white or pink, but I mean, I can always wrap my car. My ultimate goal, well, was it white? It was white, pink, and then that tan color, like that neat, that, you guys know that tan color. It's like the military Jeep color, that one. I wrote down those three things and I was like, okay, this is what I want, and I'm gonna go ahead and write this down and manifest it. And every day I will go to the book and look at it and say, okay, I'm gonna keep looking, I'm gonna keep pushing and striving. And I did, guys. I got my Jeep. And I'm not one to address haters, but there's a lot of people out there that are talking and saying that the only reason why I got my car was because my dad helped me, and I get handouts and I didn't really work hard for my car. Listen, it is true, my dad has helped me get my cars, but I had to really like manifest this and work hard to get here. I was a nail tech for 5 years. I worked hard. I made a lot of money in Miami and Atlanta doing nails, selling products, all types of stuff. Like, I had my time where I could have got my car. I could have ran out and got a new car when I saw everybody was going for a certain aesthetic. When everyone was going for a certain aesthetic, I was stacking, I was praying, I was planning. I never went and did something because I seen someone else do it. I never compared myself to other people. I stayed in my process. Now, me wanting a Jeep Wrangler has always sort of been a thing, but it wasn't like my main focus and my main car that I wanted. I, in the past, would have just taken any car But I knew exactly what I wanted. Like, the fact that I'm in this car right now, I did this. Because I could have very well settled and listened to what everybody else was saying around me and just said, yeah, you know, it's too expensive. You know, I'm not going to be able to qualify, or maybe I should get something smaller or something lower and cost something that's not worth as much. But I was like, you know what? I'm 27 years old. You know, I've been working for about 10 years, and I feel like I deserve the car that I want. Like, I work hard. I'm an autism mom. I feel like I need something nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I manifested this shit. So if anybody wants to say, oh, Maisha gets everything from her dad and she didn't have to do anything, and there's a lot of haters out there. It could be even people in your own family, people that's close to you, that will talk shit and say that you don't deserve what you have and you get everything handed to you. But the thing about me is, I never hate. I stick with my own process. I believe in myself. I don't look at what other people have. I stayed true to myself during this whole process of me finding my car. I stayed positive. I manifested. I was kind. And I got the car that I wanted because I did not settle. I didn't let anybody tell me, you know, oh, well, maybe you should just go get a Toyota, or maybe you should just go get a Honda. Not that there's anything wrong with Hondas and Toyotas. They have some nice cars. And my last car that I got off the lot was a Toyota. And it was really good and it lasted me years. But I'm going to go after everything that I personally want. And I'm so sorry if you didn't have the opportunity. You don't have somebody that cares about you in your life that'll set you up in a position. But I do. I am very thankful and grateful for my dad and everything that he's done for me and everything that he continues to do for me. And I know not a lot of people have that option or opportunity. But one thing I'm not going to do is play small for anybody else and sit here and not be filled with gratitude and not get what I want because I can get it a certain way. Honey, because if you had the chance to get it whatever way you're going to get it, you're going to get it. And it's not that I haven't worked hard, because I had to qualify. I had to work hard for many years to get where I'm at, in the position that I'm at, to be able to do the things that I do. I may have not gone the traditional route and went to college and, you know, got some outstanding crazy career where I stuck to one company for years, but I'm still able to manifest and get everything I need out of life. And the fact that other people can't do that is not my problem. So that's the only, like, that's the best way that I can address the hate and the people in my life that just have so much shit to say about how I get and do what I do. You know, I'm sorry if life never dealt you a good card. I apologize, but for me, I'm gonna continue to keep taking everything that's mine, no matter how I take it. So with that being said, I'm gonna give you guys like a little mini tour and show you the things that I love about my Jeep, the things that I don't really love about my Jeep. And yeah, guys, let me show y'all. Let's get into it. Thank you guys so much for listening to my story. That concludes my car tour. When I get some more mods, oh look, hardtop. Okay, let me get into the hardtop really quick. So these here come off. This is a removable hardtop. It comes with two sides. So this part right here is removable, and so is the back, and it's separate. And the doors do come off. It's a Wrangler. But I probably will be doing my top off video. What's this, April? I'll probably take the top off next month for y'all. And then for our Disney trip for Papa's birthday, we're probably definitely gonna take the top off too. But yeah, y'all, that concludes the tour video. Oh yeah, I got the manual windows, which was another, like, I had to have that was like one of my things, was it had to be manual windows. Because y'all, my dad has a Jeep a 2000, and those manual windows used to really like kill me. Yeah.